Okay, let's try this again, folks. I'm sorry, I can't even begin to explain what happened there. I tried to keep from losing the stream by logging into it on my phone, and then I ended up losing the stream anyway. So I think we're back now. I hope so anyway. I apologize for the disruption. US Silver Stacker, where did you win a peace dollar? That's cool. That's really cool. In the interim, I got to find a new container. I overfilled that bag. Rat and fritters. Let me find something to put these pennies in, and we'll start again. Here we go. I knew I had another one. Alrighty. Okay, I'm not familiar with that channel. Okay. Alright, got me a new bag. Got that roll that I opened right before we did the giveaway. And in it, we have a Wheatie A52S. Oh, slabbed one. Cool. Yeah, everything's okay. I just had a technical difficulty. My computer locked up. I tried to save it by logging into my cell phone, and it almost worked, but then I lost the feed completely, so we had to start over. And so here we are. We have just found a 1952S, and we just got to celebrate with US Silver Stacker, who got his first peace dollar a few minutes ago. So anyway, there's a 52S we got. We're going to keep on searching. I'm not letting anything stop me. These pennies are going to get searched. It's all good. At least we got our winner picked on our prize. So Papa Giorgio got that locked in before things went haywire. Now we're just back to where we were, pennying away. Penny, penny, penny. Penny, penny, penny. Good grief. I just got one that is totally destroyed. You can't see anything on that penny. It is wiped. Looks like it's been in a parking lot and run over about a few million times. Yeah, look at that one. Ain't that pretty? Oh, junk. Let's see what we got here. Not as exciting as it looked. I did manage to get myself something to drink before all that mess happened. Mr. Andy sent me some soda pops in some little curvy green colored bottles, little tiny 8-ounce bottles that Miss Susie likes. So I'm having one of those right now. My daily dose of that cola flavored beverage. So doesn't look like this roll is going to give me much past that one that we got at the beginning. Okay, let me clear this mess off. Hello, S. Robbins. We were here earlier and got blown off the air by my own, not by a troll or anything, just my computer locked up because it decided it wanted to do a virus scan in the middle of my live stream. And then I tried to save it by logging in with my phone and made it worse, and everybody got to see the ceiling and the bottom of my shelving unit. And finally we just had to give up and start all over again. So that's where we're at. We've still got about 10 rolls left, maybe 11. I've lost my roll opener, so that's all right. These are opening pretty easy. Like I said, I can't pour them out all fancy like Rob does on Rob Finds Treasure, and he just pours them out in that nice neat row and picks the Wheaties out. That doesn't work for me. They just coins spill everywhere, and so when you hear those little plinks, that's me throwing 82s and other things that I have to look at into a different bin. And I have a bin for coppers, although I end up looking back through them again at a later date to make sure I got the coppers and so forth. Ooh, there's one of those Lincoln jobbies. There's old Abe. So that's going to be a 2009 if I remember correctly in my opinion. Indeed it is. Well, we'll just park Mr. Abe over here on my fancy cardboard penny roll mat that I made. If y'all haven't seen this, I guess I should show it to you again because it's pretty pathetic. You know, I do advocate for the low-dough coin collecting show, but I think I have maybe hit the lowest of the low-dough when you see my mat here. It's a piece of cardstock with a bunch of little round circles drawn on it. Oh, and my mascot up here, somebody asked me what that was peeking out. That is my genuine big flip fidget spinner. It has been on my computer since the day it arrived here. And we just leave it there. We may have to use that, spin that around and use that like a hamster to power my computer if we keep getting it shut off like this. Okay, so anyway, there's my fancy mat that I am using. It serves its purpose. Back to the scope. So far, we haven't got anything out of this roll except a couple coppers. Couple coppers. But wait, there's more. More copper and more copper and more copper. And then there's zinkins. Lots of stinking zinkins in here. Mostly zinkins in this roll. I don't see anything that even looks like it might be promising. What's this one? That's, well, at least it's copper. Okay, nothing exciting in that roll. Okay. Yeah, I have not found any IHPs. If I do, I may pee. But I have found some pretty good copper, some good Wheaties in this box. We will get the tally here shortly. And some of them have been pretty good. That 53S that was in US Silver Stackers rolls, that was pretty nice. Hi, Mama. This one was pretty nice. We have not determined if that is a D or an S or what that is. It may be a D, but there's a 1920 that jumped out. So that's our oldest one so far of this box. Oh, Rivendell Coins and Antiquities. I'm getting all kinds of neat people in here. Yeah, this is a special. I don't usually do coin roll hunts. Once in a while, when rolls or boxes are bestowed upon the channel, then this happens. And so this has happened this afternoon with the remainder of a box I started earlier. Just something to do on a rainy afternoon, and I thought I'd invite everybody along to do it with me. Andy, if you would put that comment video back up, we might need that for found a Wheatie Beatie. Yeah, we might need that comment video again. And we're actually using one of my metal detecting videos from a couple of nights ago. 58D. Anyway, yeah, we're using one of my metal detecting videos as the comment video because I just put it up and it only had 2 comments on it. So we're going to use that one. And maybe some of you detecting folks might want to actually watch that video later. That would help me out. So anyway, this is going to be the comment video. If I can learn how to type here. Yeah, this has been an afternoon of interesting occurrences. We've had some good coin finds. We've had some crash and burn on the on the stream, and now we're back. And we got another 58. Add that. Whoops! Add that to the pile. Keep on going. This box was gifted to my channel by Handy Andy 736, who is with us today, watching me fumble through it and see what's inside. Tomorrow night at 8 o'clock is From the Ground Up, which is my metal detecting discussion show. I'm hoping to have some good news on that one. I'm just waiting for some folks to get back with me on some issues that have been out in the metal detecting world. And I'm going to be on doing that tomorrow night. We also talk about coins because, oh, 73S, looky there, we found an S. Because where there's a metal detector, there are coins. Coinage does appear. So, anyway, that's happening on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The reason I start at 8 p.m. Eastern Time is there's a Zoom chat that runs. I actually run over part of it, but I didn't used to. They used to take a break in the middle of it. So anyway, it is sponsored by Park Rat Metal Detecting. Park Rat Pat. It's over on Zoom. I go in for the first hour and then I get out because I mean, it's not like I am a prude or anything, but okay, am I back? We just had another blip. So please tell me if you can hear me. This was an internet blip. I have no control over internet blips. Okay, audio and video are good. Thank you, Rivendell Coins. Just for one brief second, it knocked me off. I have no earthly idea what happened that time. It was a Streamlabs thing that popped up and said, sorry. It had to do with an internet fluctuation. So there wasn't anything I could really do about it. Okay, everybody's got me. Hi, Linda Wallace. Okay, great. Yeah, there's some storms, not where I am, but I think they are affecting where I am. This time it was an internet issue where Streamlabs popped up and asked me if I was connected to the internet. So we're just muttering and puttering our way through. We've got after the one I opened, we have 1, 2, 3, oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the one I have is 9. So we have 9 rolls left, and then I'll probably do some kind of little end of stream thing if I can stay online long enough. Hi, Kellen. Mr. Kellen's back. Kellen's at work, or at least he was when he was in here earlier, so he's stealthing in and out. Okay, we're opening another roll. We got 9 to go, counting this one. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. And then we'll see what the grand total is. And I mentioned this earlier, but there were different people in the channel then. On July the 19th, which is a Sunday, on my other channel, which is Susie Q Jewelry and Decor, we're doing Christmas in July, and I'm going to have some real good prices on jewelry and also on Christmas decorations and Christmas decor. It's kind of a blowout sale before my move, so I'm going to be doing some wheeling and dealing that day, you can be sure. Oh, here's a Canadian. Canada. I don't know the national anthem for Canada. I'm sorry. 1981. All right, we got a number of Canadian ones out of here. Got a lot of S pennies too, which I was real happy about seeing S's. They always seem to be in short supply down here in the southern portion of the United States. I think that's a 66. I can't tell. 68. Okay. Put that in with the coppers. Somebody told me earlier that I should sing. Trust me, I should not. Ooh, here's a swamp thing. That's nasty. That is what Storm and CA calls a Las Vegas coin. I call them Vegas back alleys. They're really seedy, nasty coins that you probably wouldn't want to touch without your gloves. And of course, I don't have the gloves on today because I'm a dummy. Actually, because all my gloves are in the wash. Oops, 71S. There's another S. And that's all there is good in that roll. Got 8 more rolls to go. Whoops. Probably got a roll's worth of pennies on my floor. I keep dropping them. It happens. All right. Cleared that off. I think I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to pull 2 of these rolls out. And when I do the giveaway, we're going to, whatever's in those last 2 rolls is going to go to the giveaway winner along with their prize. So, if you have not commented on my comment video of today, it is right there. As soon as I finish up these last few rolls, I'm going to be giving away a little gift, and then I'm going to go pack some more boxes. I'm getting burnt out on packing, but I have to do it, and I have to do it a little bit at a time because it's just how my body works. And I have started way in advance so that I don't get myself back in a corner where I'm hurting myself trying to get packed to move. I did that when I moved from Michigan to Georgia, and it was very, very hard on me. So I'm not going to let that happen again. I'm going to stretch the packing out. I actually started about 2 weeks ago, packing up non-essential things that I'm not using and just piling them all up in my bedroom. I am now sleeping on the sofa, which is okay. My sofa is actually as comfortable as my bed, so maybe more so. So this is just me taking a break from all of that packing. I've packed up most of my books and a lot of clothes that are seasonal and a large chunk of my craft room. Oh, 73S. There we go. Got another S. I might have another one right behind it. And a 71S. It is producing some S's today. Woohoo. What that is, I can't read it. A4. Okay, that's all she wrote for that box. Let me get that cleared off. We're getting down to the end now. I like pennies. I like searching the pennies because I have pennies was something that I started collecting a long time ago, and I have it almost, my books are almost complete, so I enjoy trying to finish those up. And pennies are just fun. Pennies are kind of like the money that you first get familiar with when you're a child. At least when I was a kid, because when I was a kid, you know, somebody gave you a penny, oh, that was enough to go buy candy back then. And I have to tell this story because my sister tells it all the time about me. When I was about 4 or 5, I'm going to say 4, I think, I was given a big plastic piggy bank to save my money in. And we had company one day. I know my grandfather was there, and probably my grandmother and maybe a couple of my aunts, but we had company at the time. And I think it may have been for my birthday, and that was why I had gotten this bank. But I was parading around with this bank like I was the queen of the world, and going from person to person at this gathering, basically soliciting them for change to put into my bank. And I was going around the room, and everybody was digging in their handbags and such and finding change. And most of them were putting pennies in it. And apparently my grandfather stuck a couple of pennies in there. And I looked Grandpa right in the eye and said, it takes $50 too, Grandpa. And so my sister likes to tell that story about me guilting my grandfather into putting $50 in my bank. I've always liked money. And part of that, I think, is because we didn't have any. When I was growing up, my family was pretty poor. My dad was disabled, and my mom worked in a grocery store. So we didn't have a lot of money, though. Believe me, if I could figure out a way to get some money, I was going to get it. And apparently I humiliated my grandfather into making a larger contribution. Okay, there's another 71S. Yeah, I've got a bunch of Wheaties that are duplicates to me, and I haven't decided. I'm going to Probably, oops, someone's at my door. Y'all hang on. It's probably my medicine. Yep. Hey. All right, thanks.
Have a blessed day.
Thank you, sweetheart. It was the FedEx man. No, I've actually only got a few that I need in my books. I have to look through them and see what I still need. Mostly it was S mints. Andy is correct about that. And I did fill in a number of those recently because of Shibby Rob. Some of you might remember this. Shibby made an auction, a special auction during one of his auctions that only I was allowed to bid on. And what it was a half a roll of S pennies. Did my FedEx man have on a mask? Yes, he did. And gloves. No, the FedEx man didn't give me a $50, but he gave me $11,000 worth of medicine. So he's my friend. he is my friend. Yeah, he's a keeper, my FedEx guy. They ship my medicine straight to the house. It's refrigerated. It's fine where it is now until the end of this stream. It's in a box on ice. And yeah, they can't have you sign for things right now, but he doesn't just leave it on my doorstep because it's very valuable, and one day it disappeared and we really had a hunt for it. And so he always knocks on the door. That's why I had said earlier in the video that if somebody came to the door, I was going to run answer it because it was my medicine. Yeah, I have a rare form of psoriasis that only gets on your hands and your feet. And with it comes psoriatic arthritis. And I have an injectable medication that I have to take once a week so that I can walk. And there's also a supplemental pill that I take along with it. And the combined total of the two is almost 11 grand a month. So, but it works. And it's the only thing that works. Before I got on that medication, I was walking with a walker and was just about in a wheelchair. And there's a wonderful place just south of Flint, Michigan, in a town called Grand Blanc, called Silverton Skin Institute. Oh, there's another 71S. The doctor at the Silverton Skin Institute finally got me on a regimen that changed my life. So it is expensive, but it works. I don't know why it is so expensive, but fortunately my insurance covers it. And like I said, without that medicine, there were, I'm going to say 2.5, 3 years where I could not walk. I could not use my computer. I used a program called Dragon, it's a speech program. I can't think of Dragon Relatively Speaking, I think it's called. Because my hands were so bad that I couldn't touch the keyboard. I couldn't walk. It was very, very bad. And it was misdiagnosed by the doctors in Florida. I lost my teeth because of their misdiagnosis. They left me on a drug called prednisone. Some of you may be familiar with prednisone, for 3 years. And the end result of it was that it eroded the enamel in my teeth. So I thought that was something better than it was. So I'm a walking miracle, actually. I have a multitude of illnesses that are all autoimmune disorders. And these 2 medicines that came in that box from the FedEx guy are why I am able to function. Yeah, that doctor up in Michigan at the Dr. Silverton at the Silverton Skin Institute, that man saved my life. The insurance companies make you go through their list of medications, and they don't want to pay for anything. They want you to try every other known drug to modern man. They have what's called a formulary, and a couple of the drugs on their formulary almost killed me, but we finally got to a point. 73S, got another S, Penny. I'm not doing well on the Wheaties right now, but I'm hitting some S's. There's 72D. I had to check it though, because I've been getting all these S's on the 72s. Anyway, I took just about every drug on their formulary. Some of them I had terrible allergic reactions to. One, I went into anaphylactic shock. I became the human guinea pig, basically. We finally got it down to these 2 medications that work really well for me. They allow me the mobility to walk and be able to go metal detecting. I can't bend my knees very well, but I get it done. So, nothing else here. Clean these up and go to the next roll. We're almost done. So anyway, yeah, my FedEx guy, I keep an eye open for him, because he is the bringer of my freedom. Mean micro metal detecting. Woohoo! I like some metal detecting. I was going to go this morning, but it rained me out 2 days in a row. I have been rained out. I have to get up really early and go, because the heat down here in South Georgia is just sweltering. And both yesterday and today, I got up and it was pouring rain. So I'm going to try again tomorrow. If it's just sprinkling, I'll go, because my detector is waterproof. And I can put on my raincoat with the hoodie and stay pretty dry. But if the wind is blowing it, or it's really raining hard, I can't get out there in it, because I don't want to make myself sick. That coin right there has every earmark of being a detected coin. I mean, it is cooked. It's a 2000 and it is cooked. That is one nasty looking penny. I'm not seeing much here. This roll has an awful lot of this one's pretty dirty, but it's a 73S. Another S penny. Getting a lot of 71, 72, 73 S's. Oh, I see Canada. Canada. Yeah, Elizabeth II from the Canada. 1972. after I do this last roll here, probably going to give away a little prize of some kind to end the day with after I do the roundup. So there's the comment video. It is a metal detecting video. Oh, they think my comment video is spam and won't let me post my comment video. Are you kidding me? This is crazy. I'm getting really sick of this kind of stuff. Okay. All right. That is the comment video. You know, it won't let me. I had to change the wording of it. How ridiculous is that? Okay, let's file the Canadian. Get on over here, see if we got anything. Oh, I got another one of the 2009 Lincoln ones. There he is, Mr. Abe. Mr. Abe Lincoln. That's the second one of those, and I think the other one was a different one in the series. So that's nice to get. Oh, here's another one. Okay, this is the same as the one we just got, but it is a different penny. So we got that. My eyes are blurring. Okay, let me clear this off. And then I have one more that I'm searching for me. And I'm going to include the last two rolls as part of the giveaway. And then we will do the tally of what we pulled from the box. Alrighty. Here we go. This is the last roll I'm hunting before the giveaway. Let's see what we got. When you hear the little click in the background, that is usually me throwing copper pennies into a little tub, or 82s, 83s, and other things that I need to take a better look at later for varieties and errors. This may be an S. Yep, another 71S. In the world, I can't read that. 85. I appreciate everybody coming in this afternoon. I don't usually go at this time of day. I just was stuck inside because of the rain, and I was tired of packing boxes. And I thought, well, you know, I really would like to see what else is in those penny rolls. So I thought, well, I'll just throw it up here, and if anybody wants to watch it and see what's happening with me, then that's going to be great fun. And truthfully, the live streams get me a little bit more time towards my 4,000 hours, which I'm never going to hit, but I like the live streams anyway. I enjoy being able to interact with the people that come in. Well, this is not actually an East Coast box. I am in Georgia, but this box came to me from Handy Andy 73.6, and he lives in Utah. Because I don't get hardly, I never get S's. I might get an S occasionally. So this has been a big treat for me to see all these S pennies. And the last penny of my search except for the 2 rolls that we're giving away, is a Canadian. So we got one more Canadian out of here. It's kind of beat up, but they don't make pennies in Canada anymore, so I'm happy to see it. A 1977 Canadian. Okay, let me clear this off. I have no clue what I'm giving away yet. I have not decided. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants here. Okay, put those in the box. Let me look in my giveaway box. Yeah, I have a couple W quarters, but I've never found one. The ones I have were given to me. Let me see what's in the gift box here today. What are we going to give away? I'll be right back, guys. I can't quite reach the box with some of my giveaways in it. Uh-oh. I'm knocking things over. All righty. Okay, here we go. I got half of it figured out now. This is going to be an either or prize, because I do have some detecting people in here. I love my detecting people. So let me see here. All right. I'm just trying to come up with, make a decision here. All right. It takes me a minute because I'm never organized, and I didn't really plan on doing a stream today. It just kind of jumped out all on its own when I decided to finish searching the box. All righty. I have an either or. You can take your choice from one of these 2 things. Let me get over here onto my camera so that I can show you. You have a choice of, this is one of those drawstring backpacks. You pull the strings. This is a Nokta Macro detection technology goodie bag backpack thing. And if you are not into that, it's really very handy, even if you're not a metal detectorist. But if you don't want that prize, you can have instead a 68D Kennedy, a 1943P War Nickel, and a 1942 Mercury dime. So you have your choice. You can either have the backpack or the coinage. It just depends on what you want. So, all right. Has everybody gone over and gotten in? Oh, and you also will receive whatever the goodies are out of these 2 last rolls of pennies. We'll be searching those as well. So if everyone has gone over and made your comment on the comment video, we will pick a prize and we'll search these last 2 rolls. And then we will decide or decide. Then we will do a wrap up of everything that came out of here. This is the one that I really wanted earlier. I try to use different random pickers because some of them I don't think are 100% fair. Like there's one that kept telling me I only had 10 comments and I counted like 20 something. So I try to use different ones to be totally fair. Rivendell Coins and Antiquities. Are you president accounted for? I believe you are. All right, you have your choice. You can have the metal detecting backpack and the 2 rolls of coins, or you may have the Kennedy half, the Merc dime, and the war nickel. So you get to pick which of those 2 prizes you would like to have. Whichever of them you want, then that's what you shall get. You just let me know. I know you're still here in the stream, so you just gotta let me know what you want to have, and we will package it up for you, and then we will search these 2 rolls for you and see if you've got any extra goodies. You want the coins. Okay. Let me get a little envelope out. Going across the bottom of the screen, you will see some information on how to sponsor this channel because we are not monetized. And somewhere in there, you will see the email. It's susieq96@gmail.com. So I will need you to please send to me the name and address, because I really don't want to send it to unless Rivendell Coins and Antiquities is your real name. This doesn't want to go in. I got these envelopes and I like them, but they're a little bit too small. There. All right. Oh, and you also will get and it's Susie Q channel sticker and whatever we find in your penny rolls. So let's get this off the screen and switch back over to our microscope, and let's see what Rivendell gets in the 2 rolls. I'm hoping for something nice. I am hoping indeed for something nice, but we never know. We just don't know until we get into these rolls what is going to be there. That's part of the fun of it. Okay. I will inspect carefully. I can't tell if it's a D or an S. That's a D. Jump, 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 jump. Can't tell. 69D. I was hoping for an S. That's where my eyesight gets a little iffy, is trying to read the mint marks. I can do the dates pretty well most of the time, but the mint marks, my eyesight sometimes needs a little help with those. And that's why we use Mr. Microscope. So far, we're not finding much in here. Come on now. You got to give us something for Mr. Rivendell. Come on. Now, this roll was kind of a dud. There's a 77. Is that a D or an S? Yeah, it's a D. That's unfortunate. Okay, let me clear this off so I can do the last roll. I didn't have any luck in that roll, but we got one more to go. Here we go. Here we go. Last roll. All right. I wish I could dump them out all nice and neat. It's always like a giant coin spill when I hunt coins. Now, I like coin spills when I'm metal detecting, but not so much when I'm on camera and I shoot them all over the floor. It happens. I know that when I disassemble this room, when I get ready to move everything, that there's going to be some mercury dimes come out from under my desk because I accidentally shot an entire roll of mercury dimes across this room one day. I was picking them out of the trash cans and they were everywhere, and I'm sure there are still more of them under the furniture. I just simply couldn't get to them. So this is not being very productive here. And that one definitely looks metal detected. Yeah, this is kind of what they look like when we pull them out of the ground. They're not pretty. Not very pretty. I'm afraid we have pretty much struck out. But you got to play along anyway. And that's always fun. So what we're going to do here is this. If I can find a place to put my keyboard without hurting myself. Okay. We don't want you to not get anything from your roll. So we're going to give you a little consolation prize that I did find while I was doing this roll. And your consolation prize is, oops, sorry, I left my glasses in the middle of the thing, is a nice shiny 2020 D penny. So that's your consolation prize, Rivendell, for there not being anything in your rolls. But get this in the envelope and mark whose it is, and then we will go over what we did pull from this box. Okay, let me clear these pennies off of here. Okay, let's see what we ended up with. Now, I've got to preface this by saying Check. Now do I have audio? What about now? I should have audio now. Audio. Microphone. Check, check, check. Okay. I hate this thing. Every time it has a glitch, it defaults back to the microscope, which does not have a microphone. So we should be good. Okay, so we're going to go through what came out of the box, minus the 4 that I put in my books, which were all from the 70s. These 2 belong to U.S. Silver Stacker. He won these last night, a 55D, and an absolutely gorgeous 1953 S. Still got a little glimmer and sparkle and shine to it. Abe's still got his hair. The reverse is gorgeous. So we got those from the 50s. I'm gonna kind of set this aside for a moment. Okay, then we got okay, I need to find a pen, so I'm gonna keep a tally here. Okay, I have 4 S's that went in the box. They were from the 70s. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, we ended up with 16 Wheaties out of the box, counting those 2. So these are all 58Ds. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. And we got, oh my goodness, so blind. A 56. A 51S. And a 54S. Another 54S. A 50S. I'm real happy with all these S's. I'm thrilled. A 44S. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I got this last night, a 43 steel penny. Little special Wheatie there. We got a 37. It's kind of mangled, but it's a 37. And the oldest coin of the box we got is a 1920. And I think it's a D, but it might be an S. It's very, very hard, even with the microscope, for me to determine what I'm looking at. I've tried to get in on it as much as I can. I think it's a D, but it's an odd looking D. So that was the oldest of the Wheaties. Now we still have more treasures. We did find a dime that sneaked in there, masquerading as penny. A 2018 D dime that jumped in there. Then we got a whole bunch of Canadians. It's pretty impressive, actually. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Canadians. Oh, here's a Wheatie that escaped. Was in the wrong pile. Another 52S. Okay, now one of these Canadians was interesting. I have to see if I can find it again, because it wasn't a standard operating thing. That's a 97, a 77, an 81, a 72, an 85, a 2010 that's like shiny new. They don't make them anymore, so they're all good. And a 79, another 81, a 78, and then this one. I don't know a lot about Canadian coins, but this is some sort of anniversary or commemorative 1952 to 2002. So if somebody can tell me what I'm looking at there, I don't really know. I do not know Canadian pennies. Maybe I could look it up. Probably should do that. Okay, let's see what it says. It's obviously a it can be worth anything from 20 cents to $13. It doesn't really give me much information about why it was issued, but it does give me a price. It is copper plated steel. And there are some varieties listed. So that's an interesting coin. That could be. I know it's a commemorative. I'm trying to find out what it's commemorating. That's the odd man out on the Canadians, and I'm going to do more research on it because it's kind of a neat coin to have. It's different. So anyway, we had all of these Canadians. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 Canadian pennies. So then we have 3 of the Lincoln 2009s. There's 2 like this one. 2 of those. And then 1 of those. So we had 3 2009s. But wait, there's more. You're not going to believe all of these. These are all S pennies that are not Wheaties. Most of them are in the 70s. We got a 72, a 71. I'm going to try to divide them up here real quick. That's another 72. There's a bunch of them. A 74. A 73. Another 71. I've never had so many S pennies in my life. I'm just like, wow, look at them all. Look at them go. There's another 73. But wait, there's more. 72. 71. 71. 71. 73. They just keep, the hits keep coming. Another 73. Another 71. Another 71. Another 70. Another 71. And another 71. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 1971 S's. And we got 3 72 S's. Now I will tell you, you can add 1 to each of those because I needed both of those for my book, so I put those in my book. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the, we got 73. Where's the camera here? 4 73s and 1 74. So we got all those S pennies as well. That was a pretty darn good box you sent me, Andy. I had a lot of fun going through this box. I have some interesting things still. There's a big tub over here of copper that I need to go through and check to see if any of those are needed in my book. Then I also have this tub here that has 82s, 83s, and some other things to check for varieties and errors. So all in all, I'm going to say this was a really productive box. A couple people got some little prizes out of it as well, because I did give away a few things. So I've got to find the envelope that I took these out of that belonged to Silver Stacker, but I know, oh, there it is. Oh my goodness. So that was a lot of fun. We will have to do that again sometime. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a big coin searcher, but that was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun with the nickel box too. I enjoyed doing it. I'm just not particularly fast at doing it. So I appreciate that y'all bear with me while I'm searching coins, because anyway, there's our prizes right there. That's some pretty good haul that we got. If y'all haven't hit the like button yet, please do, because we had to start over on this stream. So if you hit it on the first one before I got kicked off the air, hit it again on this on the second half of the stream. Coin World UK, thank you so much for popping in. You kind of got the very end of it, but we were searching some US pennies. We found a whole bunch of interesting things, including even some interesting Canada things. Had a good time. I'm not usually a coin roll hunter, but Handy Andy's kind of turning me into one. He sends me boxes periodically, and I can't get them. My bank is not even open. I can go through the drive-through and give them coins back, but I can't get any out. So anyway, that was a good way to spend an afternoon. I think it was Camo Coin that is having an auction, his first auction at 5:30. I don't know if that, I think that's Eastern time. Y'all have to double check me on that. So I'm gonna be signing off here. Those of you who commented on the comment video, you ought to go back and watch it. I'm telling you now, I'm giving you a heads up. There will be a test later for about something that is in that video that will involve winning prizes. So you might want to watch that video because it may come back to haunt you if you have not watched it. Jimmy LaCurry! Hi! Yeah, I've been hiding things in videos recently. And Wednesday night in the metal detecting stream, I'm going to make the announcement about what those things are and what you need to do with them, but they will involve winning a prize. So you're going to have to go in there and look for some things. And so I'll be making the announcement tomorrow of what you're looking for and what you're going to have to do with it. Also, this channel is not monetized. As my little stream says, we're not monetized, but we're sanitized. If you would like to help my channel, I'm also going to start at the end of the month doing special drawings for my Patreon sponsors. And you can become a Patreon sponsor for as little as $5 a month. So right now there's not very many Patreon sponsors, so you got a pretty good chance of winning the prize that's dedicated to those people only. So if you can maybe give up 1 cup of Starbucks or 1 beer or, you know, a couple of burgers to help the channel out, you have a chance to win something back that's probably worth a whole lot more than that $5 a month. So I truly had a blast, even with getting knocked off the air a couple times. I thank everybody for stopping in. I'm going to check through these pennies and see if there's any that I need to put in my books, and then we'll decide what we're going to do with the rest of these Wheaties and stuff. So I want to thank my moderators, Tiffany Twisted and Andy736, who did not know that I was going to do a live stream today, because I didn't know I was going to do one. So I thank everybody for coming. Go watch those videos. Check in with me tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's when I do From the Ground Up, which is my metal detecting show, but we also talk about coins and all that other stuff. Rivendell, don't forget to email me your address. And whoever else, somebody else won that I need an address for also. That would be Papa Giorgio. Okay, so those 2 people were our winners today. Everybody be safe. This virus thing's going to hang around for a while. Just be safe and be kind to the other people around you, because some of us, like me, have autoimmune disorders, and if we catch that junk, we die. So Jeff Silversmith is on now. Okay, I'm gonna go raid Jeff Silversmith. Don't forget Camo Coin at 5:30. I promised I would plug his very first auction. So we're gonna go. Let's go raid over on Jeff Silversmith. Good afternoon, good night, everybody, whatever time it is where you are. Thank you so much. It was a blast. I appreciate everybody stopping in. Bye-bye.